For centuries, men have had a chance to rule their governments with middling to poor results. Who is ready to let them take charge completely? Just women. I know I am.
Hello Mark Hamill, my name is Pro Male Vendetta. You have come to my attention with your female supremacist tweet you have made recently. In the Star Wars movie The Last Jedi, the character you are most famous for, Luke Skywalker, was crapped all over by feminist film producers, as they turned him into a ruined bitter resentful old man. I used to feel sorry for you, wondering what it was like having to play the character you are most famous for in such a bad movie, seeing the character sabotaged. After reading your Twitter account, I no longer feel sorry for you, because turning Luke Skywalker into a bitter resentful old fart is quite fitting. You see Mark, you are a bitter cynical anti-male old fart. Your pandering to females in your tweet is cynical, designed to suck up to females. I highly doubt you believe women would in fact run the world better than men. You see Mark, you witnessed firsthand how feminist ideologue Kathleen Kennedy destroyed the Star Wars franchise. Instead of doing what was in her shareholders' interests and keep her politics out of a Surefire hit franchise, she has now tanked Star Wars by injecting her feminist female supremacist nonsense into the formerly lucrative franchise. We live in a female supremacist culture, so of course Disney can't fire her for her incompetence. Also, the history of female rulers in the past has been a very shoddy one. We have had right-wing nutjobs like Margaret Thatcher being the first female prime minister and ruining the country. Thatcher was in fact the first prime minister to create the modern child support enforcement system in the UK. Margaret Thatcher also ruined the economy of the UK in her feud with the miners in the miners' strike. She deliberately ran their industry down to get at them. This created mass poverty and damaged the economy of Northern England. This was an irrational action done out of resentment. I can list countless more examples like right-wing Angela Merkel and Theresa May. Also, as you know yourself Mark, men in power do not run the country in the interests of men, or even of the nation at large. Men in positions of power run the country to pander to women. Mark, you may see yourself as a subhuman deserving of less rights than women, but please do not lump us in with you. Women are a proven disaster. They are narcissistic child-abusing failures. The results of single motherhood and parental alienation of fathers is proof of that. You are a high-status man who has a decent career in Hollywood. You do not have to suffer the consequence of female supremacy in the same way low-status men do. Watch out though Mark, one day you might get a Me Too accusation, even though you have thrown other men under the bus. If that day ever comes, I will be there to speak up for you and defend you, even though you do not deserve it. For if one man is discriminated against and treated badly, all men are treated thus. This is Pro Male Vendetta, and I am watching you, and other misandrists. You better repent and mend your ways, as men who practice misandry often suffer in the blowback against it.